back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you back. In today's video, I will be sharing something that is very exciting. It is something that I've never done before, not only on my channel, but I've never done this in my home before. So if you are new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Olivia, and on this channel, I create all sorts of feel-good content, just plain out good for the soul. So if that interests you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So without further ado, grab yourself a nice warm cup of coffee or hot chocolate, and let's get started in today's video. Alrighty friends, let's get started on decorating this little area and turning it into a coffee bar nook section. As you can tell, probably by the picture, there's that little tray table over to the left of the screen, and then this random island. This is where I will be decorating because this island right here separates the living room from the kitchen, and I have always had the hardest time figuring out how to decorate this island and how to make it a usable space. And I am so glad I have finally figured out to turn this into a coffee bar section. So we're just going to get all the base layers on, putting a mirror in to add some just like height and dimension. And this mirror is actually very special to me. It is my father's, and I don't know, I just have a lot of stories behind that mirror. And then now we are adding our Keurig place on top of a cake stand to add some height. And if you love Hobby Lobby as much as I do, you probably already know that that tray table is from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just replacing that black and white picture and actually moving it to the other side of this wall. And I am putting in this window that I also got from Hobby Lobby. And you can see that little orange red tag right there because I got this on sale and I got it for like $25 or something crazy like that. Unfortunately, there was only one of them left, or else I would have had much different plans for this window. But I am hanging it up where that old picture was, and then I am mixing in this beautiful magnolia wreath that I got from Goodwill the other day for only $6, which I think is an absolute steal. And I don't know if you can tell, but that wreath is absolutely humongous. So I think it's an absolutely great transition piece from for the fall season going into the Thanksgiving and early Christmas season. So I have big plans for it. And if you guys have any questions of where I got any item, don't hesitate to leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to get back to you. But now I'm adding these two new beautiful cake plates or cloches that I got. One is from HomeGood, and the larger one is from HomeGoods, and the smaller one is from TJ Maxx, and as well as that really cool tiered tray. And now we're just going to start incorporating all the little fun knickknacks to really make this coffee bar come to life. So I will just let you guys watch what I'm doing. Here I am just adding this wire cover that I got from the lamp section in Hobby Lobby. It is a great way to hide unwanted wires. But now we're moving on to decorating this awesome tiered tray. And to let you know where I got these mugs, the kitty cat mug and then the ghost mug and the pumpkin mug, I got those from Kroger as well as that Mercury glass pumpkin right there. So if you guys have a Kroger in your area, I totally recommend you checking out their decor section. They had some really cool Halloween pieces and it was all really affordable. But now we're just gonna start moving around with all the different pieces and getting it to a point where I like it and it's just very pleasing to the eye. And here in the coming clip, I will be adding this absolutely beautiful fall leaf garland that I got for $40 at Home Goods. And then I twined in some twinkly orange lights from Kroger. And I know it's probably a lot with the garland and the wreath side by side, but I just think like it adds all the fall vibes. And I absolutely love how this space turned out. My inspiration behind this year's fall decor, and most likely for many falls to come, I absolutely love that moody fall vibe with all the rich orange colors, all the different layers and textures, and I feel like I've just really created a very warm, cozy, and inviting space throughout my home this year. And I think fall and Halloween is the perfect time to really just make your space really cozy. I am just so excited to wait for a cool evening, open up all the windows, bake some fresh cookies, put them in those little cloches right there, and then turn on Hocus Pocus and come over to this coffee station, make myself a nice warm cup of hot chocolate, grab myself some cookies or some treats, whatever I'm gonna put here in those cloches, and enjoy a nice cool fall evening watching my favorite Halloween movie. I think I'm gonna be spending a lot of time here and just really getting my use out of this space. So I just absolutely love how it turned out, and I hope you love it too. And before we wrap up today's video, I just wanted to thank you guys again so much for all of the love and the support. I have had a wonderful time writing back to all of you. So again, I just cannot say thank you enough. And on a more serious note, before we wrap up today's video, I just wanted to get something off of my chest. Along with the excitement of my channel growing and gaining so many new friends, I have found myself becoming more anxious. And I have found myself waking up every morning and automatically thinking like, oh, I have to go check how many subscribers I've gained over the night. I have to check how many views, how many comments, how many likes I've gained throughout the night while I slept. And then I will continue that periodically throughout the day, just constantly refreshing. I'll even like look at my phone on that app for like even like a minute or two and just like refresh. Oh, let's go check the comments, refresh. Oh, let's go back to the subscription count, refresh. And then that's honestly the last thing I check before I go to bed. And that's not the greatest way to live. That's not the greatest thing to think about. Although I've had so much fun writing back to you guys in the comment section, I need to cool down on checking the numbers, especially. A message that I'm so glad I've heard, and a message I feel like a lot of you need to hear, is this last Sunday, while I was at church, we started a new series, and the sermon is called Chosen, basically meaning the gist of it is that God chose us, which is so true. That is so awesome. So especially whenever you're feeling like you're not being chosen, feel like you're being shoved out of a friend group, whenever that job offer turns you down, God still chose you. And that is something that can never be taken away, and that will remain with you throughout your entire life. And in that sermon, he also talked about God giving us a purpose. And I feel like my whole life I have been a follower of Christ, and I've really been serious in my faith ever since I was 12, 13 years old, mission trips, youth groups, all that good stuff. And that message has always sort of reoccurred throughout my life. Like, God has given me a gift. He's given you a gift or multiple gifts, but also throughout my walk through Christ. And especially now that from the time when I was a teen, leaving high school and to adult now, I've always felt like, oh man, the only way to really give glory to God is to go into mission work, is to become a pastor or a Christian speaker, or to work in the church. And I always believed that that was the only way to give glory to God. And that honestly, it got me down a lot of times. It really made me feel bad about myself. Even though, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I believed that about myself and about God. But God has, what I learned in the sermon this last Sunday is that God has given us all a platform to give back to Him, to glorify Him, to make an impact on people's lives. And I finally realized that I shouldn't be worried about the numbers of my subscribers, of my viewers on my channel, because God has already blessed me from whenever I was getting 20 to 30 views at the beginning of my channel, and I'm just as blessed now. And God has given me this platform to glorify Him. And you might be thinking like, well, how are you giving glory to God because you're not, giving us a sermon, you're not talking about God the whole time, or you barely mention Him in your videos. But throughout this whole time of me trying to grow my channel, really got serious back in January 2021. And I was really committed I really felt called to, doing these sit-down talk motivation videos. And despite only getting like 20 to 50 views per video, and really just staying in that viewing range for ever since until 2 weeks ago, a lot of times I felt really discouraged. I felt like, well, I'm not really getting growth at all. It would be like that for what seemed like months, and it was months. I was hardly getting to that platform that I had always dreamed of and always wanted. And I was just so confused. I have such a good message to share, and it's like, why are people not watching my videos? And I know I'm not constantly talking about God throughout my videos. And whenever I really got serious with my YouTube channel back at the beginning of this year, and I was barely getting any views up until now, I've always tried to make sure that all of my content, all of my videos, throughout the videos have remained positive, and I have always had the goal to leave you guys better than I found you, to inspire you some way, to make you feel a little bit happier. If you notice in my little intro video, I share a couple clips where one is I share what this channel's about. One clip says cleaning, the next clip says home decor, and then the next clip says self-motivation, which was my sit-down talk videos, and then the last slide has my picture, Instagram info, and then in quotation marks in the middle of that slide, I put, and everything good for the soul. And that is something that I've always strived to do on my channel, and I didn't see it until this last Sunday at this sermon, but God has given me this platform to give back, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad I've always put out feel-good content. So I just want to encourage you, if you feel like you're in the same boat that I was, where I just didn't feel called to ministry, but yet I believe that that was the only way to give glory to God, or give the most glory to Him. God has given you a platform now. So whatever talent He has given you, whatever platform He has given you now, that is the way to glorify God. And God can give or take away. I just need to find peace in that. God can take away my channel. Sometimes I'm afraid, like, oh my goodness, what if my channel gets deleted? Oh well. Stuff happens. God gives and takes away. God gave me this jump in like 1,000 subscribers. And I wholeheartedly believe that He has blessed me with more viewers on this channel to give glory to Him. I hope that has brought some peace into your life. I know you might not be in the same boat that I'm in, but it can be the same boat, whether you're trying to grow your Instagram or your TikTok. You might be thinking like, oh my goodness, I only have like 50 followers on Instagram, but God gave you those 50 followers to impact their lives positively, which in the end glorifies God. Goodness prevails over evil. And I'm just so glad I have finally understood. I have finally understood God's plan for my life. Like, if any title has been stripped away from me, God has given me the ability and the platform to impact people's lives throughout my day. So it has really just brought a lot of peace to my heart, and I hope that this message has brought some peace to your heart as well. And again, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know the end was a lot, but I feel like I just really needed to get that off of my chest and express how I feel and my new feelings. So anyways, I will see you guys on the next video, and I hope you have an amazing week. Bye.